Hello and welcome to my channel again. So now let's delve into a more detailed explanation of memory, breaking down each aspect and providing additional insight into how memory works. First, types of memories. Memory can be categorized into several types, each serving different functions. First is sensory memory. This type of memory holds sensory information from the environment for a brief duration, typically less than a second. It allows us to retain impressions of sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and tactile sensations momentarily before they either fade away or get transferred to short term memory. Next is short term memory. Also known as working memory, short term memory temporarily holds information for immediate use, typically for up to 30 seconds. It's like the brain scratch pad where we store information we are actively processing or manipulating. Short term memory has limited capacity, and information stored here can quickly be forgotten if not rehearsed or encoded into long term memory. Long term memory. Long term memory is where information is stored for more extended periods, ranging from minutes to a lifetime. It's subdivided into declarative memory and procedural memory. Declarative memory involves the recall of facts and events, while procedural memory involves the remembering how to perform specific tasks or skills. Next is encoding. Encoding is the process of converting sensory input into a form that can be stored and recalled later. It involves transforming incoming information into neural codes that the brain can recognize and process. Encoding can occur at different levels, including visual encoding, which is transforming visual stimuli such as shapes, colors, and patterns into neural representations. Second is acoustic encoding, converting the auditory information such as sounds and spoken words into neural codes. Third is semantic encoding, processing the meaning of information and relating it to existing knowledge and concepts. The depth of encoding influences the strength and durability of memories. Deeper levels of encoding such as semantic encoding typically results in more robust and long-lasting memories compared to shallow levels of encoding such as structural or phonemic encoding. Third is storage. Once the information is encoded, it needs to be stored in memory for later retrieval. Memory storage involves the retention of encoded information over time. The process of storage is not entirely understood, but it likely involves changes in synaptic connections and neural network within the brain. Memories can be stored in various regions of the brain, including hippocampus, cortex, and subcortical structures. Okay, first is hippocampus. The hippocampus plays a crucial role in the consolidation of declarative memories, helping to transform short-term memories into long-term memories. It also aids in the spatial navigation and episodic memory formation. Next is cortex. Different areas of the cortex are involved in storing specific types of information. For example, the temporal lobe is associated with the storage of auditory and visual memories, while the prefrontal cortex is involved in working memory and executive functions. Next is the subcortical structures. Subcortical structures such as the amygdala and basal ganglia are involved in the emotional memory and procedural memory respectively. Fourth is retrieval. Retrieval is the process of accessing and bringing stored information back into the conscious awareness when needed. Retrieval cues such as contextual cues, emotional cues, or associations can help trigger memories and facilitate retrieval. There are various strategies and techniques that can improve retrieval, including recall, recognition, and relearning. First is recall, means recalling the information from memory without any cues or prompts. Second is recognition, means identifying the previously encountered information when presented with retrieval cues or options. Third is relearning, reacquiring information that has been previously relearned but forgotten. Factors such as the strength of encoding, the similarity of retrieval cues, and interference from competing memories can influence the ease and accuracy of retrieval. Fifth is forgetting. Forgetting is the inability to recall or retrieve the previously stored information. It's natural and adaptive process that helps prevents memory overload, and it allows us to focus on relevant information. Forgetting can occur due to various reasons including interference, decay, or motivated forgetting. First is interference. Interference occurs when newly acquired information disrupts the retrieval of old memories, or when the older memories interfere with the encoding or retrieval of new information. Next is decay. Decay theory suggests that memories fade or decay over time if they are not accessed or rehearsed regularly. However, recent research indicates that forgetting is not solely due to the passage of time but is influenced by interference, retrieval cues, and changes in the neural networks. Next is the motivated forgetting. Sometimes we may intentionally suppress or forget unpleasant or unwanted memories to protect our self-esteem or emotional well-being. This phenomenon is known as motivated forgetting or repression. Sixth is factors influencing memory. Several factors can influence memory, encoding, storage, and retrieval. First is emotional state. Emotional experiences tend to be better remembered than neutral ones. Strong emotions, whether positive or negative, can enhance encoding and consolidation processes, leading to more vivid and enduring memories. Next is stress. Moderate levels of stress can enhance memory performances by increasing alertness and arousal. However, chronic or excessive stress can impair memory function and disrupt the cognitive processes. Next is sleep. Adequate sleep is essential for memory consolidation as it allows the brain to reorganize and strengthen newly formed memories. Both slow wave sleep and rapid eye movement sleep play crucial roles in memory processing and consolidation. Next is nutrition and exercise. A healthy lifestyle that includes proper nutrition and regular exercise, it can promote brain health and support optimal cognitive function, including memory performances. Next is age and aging. Memory abilities tends to decline with the age, particularly episodic memory and working memory. However, older adults may compensate for these declines by relying on accumulated knowledge and experiences or by using memory strategies and techniques. Seventh is memory disorders. Memory disorders can arise due to various factors including neurological conditions, brain injuries, psychiatric disorders, and aging. First is amnesia. Amnesia is a condition which is characterized by significant memory loss or impairment. It can be temporary or permanent and may affect different types of memories, including declarative memory and episodic memory. Next is Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive neurodegenerative disorder which is characterized by memory loss, cognitive decline, and changes in behavior. It primarily affects older adults and is associated with the accumulation of abnormal protein deposit in the brain. Next is traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury can result in the memory deficits depending on the severity and location of the injury. Memory problems are common after TBI and can range from mild cognitive impairment to severe amnesia. Next is mild cognitive impairment. Mild cognitive impairment is a condition characterized by memory and cognitive deficits that are more significant than expected for age but do not meet the criteria for dementia. MCI can be a precursor to Alzheimer's disease or other forms of dementia. In summary, memory is a complex cognitive process that involves in the acquisition, storage and retrieval of information. It encompasses various types of memory including sensory memory, short-term memory and long-term memory, each serving different functions. Memory formation involves encoding sensory inputs into neural codes, storing information in the brain and retrieving it when needed. Factors such as emotions, stress, sleep and age can influence memory performance, while memory disorders can arise due to the neurological conditions, brain injuries or aging. Understanding the mechanisms and factors that influence memory can help improve memory performance and develop interventions for memory related disorders.